say as my intro?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! New Year, new me. I'm gonna start posting on YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Hello. If you are new here, hi. That's so awesome. That's like literally so weird that new people found me, but I'm so happy, so hi. And then if you're not new here, thank you for coming back. So sweet. So today we are going to be, okay, 2020. Need I say more? Dating in 2020. Weird as it was, I still tried. I gave it my all, and it did not go well. I just had the weirdest dating experiences in 2020. Today, I decided that I would rate all the boys that I dated in 2020. And when I say dated, I mean that like super duper loosely. Like I was not in any sort of like relationship at all in 2020. So like just the men I interacted with. I don't know how to like say that. The guys I dated, but you know, dating defined not in the way of like we were dating. We were just dating. Does that make sense? Anyways, whatever. I'm gonna be freaking rating them because let me tell you, some of them sucked. And I'm not to expose, well, okay, I'm not trying to do this to like get a vengeance. Is that the right word?
Not a vengeance, just vengeance.
Oh, I'm not trying to do this to get like vengeance on any of these boys or anything, but I just thought these were funny stories, and honestly at the end of the day, like no hate to any of these guys, maybe just a couple of them, but like not all of them, so whatever. And if you are watching to figure out if you, sir, have made the video, keep watching. I go in chronological order for this one. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Contestant number one. So boy number one is actually a little bit of carryover from 2019. But boy number one was a coworker of mine, which it was chill, like it's chill, it's fine. We started talking before we were co-workers. I don't know how to explain it without giving away like to anybody who knows me who this is, but basically I only work there part-time, so like whatever, it doesn't really matter. Like I barely worked there, whatever. Okay, anyways. So the first time that we like hung out ever was basically like a planned setup from my other coworkers and I to get us together before I worked there. Yeah, that's how boy number one and I met. But boy number one, honestly, best experience. No, no. Honestly, pleasant experience. One of the highest rankings. I would honestly give him a 8.5 out of 10. Like, pretty good. We're still friends to this day. We still chat from time to time. And all's good in the hood. However, they're all downhill from here. So, next guy, boy number two. So boy number two and boy number three kind of happened like around the same time. And this was actually like the first time I feel like that I've ever like been like talking to like multiple people, you know, like I was like dating. He asked me out, we go for coffee, and it was literally fine. Like it was like the most fine date ever. Like nothing was spectacular about it and nothing was horrible about it. Like it was fine. But yeah, all good and dandy. Neither of us ever like were like let's hang out again, but I think it was like fine, you know, it was kind of like whatever. And then one day boy number two is a photographer. He has an Instagram account for his photography, and I like didn't follow that, but I followed like his regular Insta. He posted like a story of his photography on his Instagram. I replied like to his actual Instagram, like that's such a good picture, and he goes, follow my photography account, and I was like, haha, will you follow back? Like, because like, I mean, clearly, like, hello, like, I'm like, follow me on Instagram, like, duh, like, I care about the Instagram followers, like, don't fucking lie and say you don't if you do, and I do, so I was like, are you gonna follow me back? And he was like, wow, all you care about is getting Instagram followers. Like, there's more to life. He popped off on me for like asking if he would follow me back when he had just asked me to follow his photography account. You just asked me to follow your account because you're trying to grow it and get a bigger audience because like you're trying to like do photography and stuff, and I'm asking you to follow me back because I'm trying to grow my Instagram account too. Like, don't act like so high and mighty. You're doing the same thing. Just because you have a talent and I don't doesn't mean I can't want Instagram followers. We no longer follow each other. We're not really on talking terms considering the fact that he blew up on me for trying to be Instagram famous. We'll just steer clear of boy number 2 and we will give him a 5 out of 10 because honestly, it was literally so average. Below average, I'm probably giving him a little more than he deserves, but he was like really hot and tall, so he gets like a little more, you know? So then there was boy number 3, and boy number 3, good guy. He slid into my Instagram DMs. That's how I met him. He took me out to dinner, and then we went and got a glass of wine. Yeah, great date, honestly. He was a drug lord. Obviously, he had like a cover-up job, and then when he like figured out that I was cool and stuff, he like told me what he actually did, and I was just like, I could not take you home to my mom. So he will get I'd say like a 6 or like a 6 out of 10. Better than the one before. At least he didn't like yell at me or anything, but like, just like I couldn't do it. If you guys know my mom, like you know you know my mom. Well, great guy. Literally I'm talking like he was like showing me videos and stuff of like warehouses and shit, and I was like, whoa. So like he was like the real deal, you know what I mean? Okay, so yeah, so boy number 2, boy number 3, it was all kind of like a little bit of like a choose your fighter situation, like who'd you want to win? I literally asked my friends to like all choose their fighters, and neither of them won, so. Okay, next guy. So boy number 4 is when we start getting into the guys I went to high school with, and I don't know why I do this to myself, but whatever, I was living at home at the time. Don't judge me. I don't know what is wrong with me, but yes, I go for a lot of boys from my high school. So this boy from my high school, boy number 4, cool dude. We vibed at like a party like a year before that. I just thought we were like, you know, being like a little flirty and stuff. So then I was like, ooh, like I don't know, maybe I'm kind of interested, and then he slid in. No, did I slide into his DMs? I think I slid into his DMs on Twitter. I think I sent that little gif that's like basketball player like shooting a little message that says, hey, like a little like shoot your shot. And we started talking for a little bit, and he asked me out. And I was like, yeah, so excited, let's go. So let's say we're gonna go out on like a Saturday or something, I think it was. That like week leading up to it, we were like texting like normal, whatever. The night before, Friday night, I was just like talking to him, whatever, and okay, tell me if I am wrong in this situation, because if I am, then like I will rectify this, but I don't think I was wrong in this situation at all. But so basically we were texting, it was like pretty late at night, and he's like, I'm like falling asleep, and I was like, replied to like whatever else he said, and then sent another message that was like, oh, like no worries, like fall asleep, good night, like cute, whatever. So I had like texted him like 2 messages in a row, which like doesn't really matter, but like kind of. The next day we're like supposed to go out, you know. He like didn't text me in the morning, and he like didn't text me all day. And then literally I was like, we are gonna go out today, you know, like, but I was like, I don't want to text him because like the last 2 messages are for me, and like, you know, like, and not that that's like bad, like you can definitely double text, but at that point it would have been triple texting because he fell asleep. So I said goodnight to him and he didn't reply to that. So I just thought like, I felt like I didn't need to be the one to reach out to like make the plans happen for the day. Like I felt like he needed to respond. Maybe that was my bad, let me know. But he never fucking responded. And then literally like a week later, or not even, probably a couple days later, he Snapchats me and he's like,
we never hung out.
And I'm like,
yeah, you never hit me up.
and he was like,
You never hit me up.
but like, let me know. Like, that I think is like a little bit, no. Like a little, like, no. Like he should have messaged me, right? I think so, I don't know. And I hate when people bail. I just don't like to be bailed on, and so that sucked to get bailed on. But don't worry, honey, 2020 gets much worse. Like, what is the point of asking me out if you don't actually want to go out? You know what I mean? Like, literally don't ask me out. Like, it's as simple as that. Do not ask me out. So he bailed on me, and for that reason, he gets a 3 out of 10. Pretty harsh, but also, like, whatever. Like, he ain't shit. He did not, like, No. Where are we? Boy number 5? Yeah. Oh, boy number 5. Also another boy from my high school. Boy number 5, I honestly will say, is like probably the only boy in this whole story that I actually liked. Like, that sounds bad, but like, I feel like boy number 5 was the only one who I was like, oh, like I like hanging out with this guy. I like talking to this guy. Like, I enjoy him as a person. Like, I was like into him. Like, you know, like the other guys, I just like, oh yeah, he's cute. Honestly, like, it probably had to do with the fact that he was like really, really tall and really, really liberal and had really, really good abs. And those are about my 3 qualifications for a man. So he just hit all the check marks. He really, really is exactly what I'm looking for. So if you also hit those 3 check marks, my Instagram is down below. Tall, abs, liberal. That's all. Literally such low standards. Like, come on. I mean, honestly, it sucks that boy number, what's he, 5? Yeah. It sucks that boy number 5 like is gonna get such a bad rating, but let me tell you why. Boy number 5 gets a bad rating because, first of all, he kind of led me on, and it sucked because I actually liked him, so that one was like a little bit of blow to my ego. But what was an even bigger blow to my ego, after all is said and done, like, nothing really significant happened between this boy and I that like would cause either of us to like not like each other as people. Like, I don't think either of us did anything unforgivable in this situation, you know what I mean? We were chill, but he blocked me on everything. He blocked me. I'm sure he has my number blocked if I tried to text him. If he can pinpoint a reason why he blocked me, like, let me know. I just don't understand why. Like, I feel like we literally left off in like such a like whatever. Like, we're both chill about it. Like, I understand that you don't want anything. Like, you understand that like I like you and I probably did want something, so we probably shouldn't talk anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was like mutual agreement of like, it's fine, it's chill, it's whatever. Now that I'm thinking about it, actually though, I probably was not fine, chill, or whatever. I was probably like a little mad, a little crazy, and a little like, but I did nothing like significant that's like, I'm gonna block that bitch. Like, I just don't really think I deserved to be blocked at all, and for that reason, he gets like a 2 out of 10, because I just like, I really can't, I cannot even fathom what it was that led him to block me, and I'm still to this day just so curious. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Hopefully it's because every time he saw my stuff it hurt and he had to block me. I don't think that's the reason. Boy number 6. Boy number 6. I refer to as my Instagram manager. So boy number 5, 6?
6.
Boy number 6 I met through a friend of a friend, and basically he told me he could make me Instagram famous, so I made out with him. That's like literally the whole story. He's great though, literally he's so great. He hypes me up on Instagram. He's just so sweet. He works for like a social media management company, so he was like giving me all these tips and stuff, and like it's just so nice. He also brought a bottle of Azul, so like that probably influenced the decision a little bit to make out with him too, because I was like, he's rich. But yeah, all around good experience, nothing bad to say about him. Cool, good terms right now. like an 8 out of 10. Like, he didn't wrong me, but he also, like, nothing really set him over the edge, you know what I mean? Boy number 7. So, oh, gosh, the next 3 are a little hard on my ego, on my just everything. And, okay, the thing about these situations, too, is, like, obviously I'm saying them in chronological order, so for this to happen to me back to back to back, like, that's why we're here. That's why we're making this video, because I just was fed up. So, boy number 7. Boy number 7 and I are friends through a mutual friend as well. We have been following each other on social media, like, since my sophomore year of college, or junior year maybe. And I have always been obsessed with him, like, literally obsessed with him. I mean, I'm sure he knew it, and because I talked to our mutual friend about how obsessed I am with him all the time, and low-key, like, he was into me too. Like, he was obsessed with me too. Like, not obsessed, but like, I don't know, like, you know, we always like were like flirt on social media and stuff. Then he got a girlfriend for a while, so I was like, oh, bummer. Finally, an opportunity arises. He no longer has a girlfriend, and I moved to San Diego where he lives. So he slides into my DMs and is like, you're living in San Diego now? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, let's hang out. Let me take you out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said, let me take you out. And I was like, okay, like, take me out. Like, let's go. So we plan a date. We're gonna go on a date. We are going to sushi. So we plan this, and then let's say we're gonna go to sushi on like a Wednesday, okay? That Monday, he texts me and he's like, hey, like, I'm so sorry, you're gonna think I'm the worst, but something came up Wednesday. Is it cool with you if we go on Thursday instead? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Cause you know what? I'm a chill girl. I don't get bothered by that kind of thing. It's like, whatever, no big deal. Change of plans, fine. I'll roll with it. The first time. Oh, we're talking. And then I'm at work and he's like, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm donating plasma. Which, if you've never donated plasma before, basically it's like as if you were donating blood, but they like take the plasma out of your blood and then they put your blood back in you. And then they put like saline in you. So it's kind of like, it kind of does make you a little lightheaded. And like, honestly, I used to do it in college when I was broke. And if you like drink afterwards, like it's not good. You'll get like super fucked up. Like, it can make you a little like woozy, you know, donating your plasma. So like it has that effect on people. But so he tells me he's donating plasma and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But also it's not like the end of the world. Like, when you donate plasma, like, you can definitely do things like that day, but you probably just have to like chill for a little bit first, you know? So I'm like working, whatever. And then he texts me and he's like, hey, so like, really weird, but like, I just like can't stop shaking. I don't know why, like, I'm literally just like shaking. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, okay, whatever. This was like 3 hours before we were gonna hang out or something. And then he's like, yeah, like, they won't let me leave. I just like really like, I'm shaking. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, would you hate me if Yes, I would hate you if you fucking canceled, because you already postponed the date. And then he goes on to tell me that like he donates plasma a lot and like this happens to him a lot. And I was like, then why did you like say that you were gonna take me out if you like knew that there was a possibility of this happening? So I was just like, I mean, 14 out of 10 excuse. If it was real, like, okay, yeah, that is a really good excuse. If it was made up, that was a very elaborate, made up excuse. So 14 out of 10 on the excuse, but like, I was just pissed off. I was like, come on. And like, I hate being bailed on. So I was like, come on, like, what the heck? Like, cause it's like when you're bailed on, like, especially for like the first time you're gonna hang out with someone, it's like, what did I do? Like, literally, what did I do? I had to have done something, you'd think. What did I do? Maybe I do something, because this seems to be like a common theme. Literally, I was just like, so annoyed, you know, so over it. So then I just kind of like stopped talking to him, really, like kind of replied here and there for like a couple days, and then it just kind of fizzled out. But he was still, I mean, we still had that mutual friend, and they're really, really close. So eventually, like months later, he ended up coming to my birthday party, and he brought me an expensive bottle of wine. So like, because of the bottle of wine, will raise him up to like a 7 out of 10, like average. But I'm still not giving him like a B or an A because, like, bro, like. And then actually, now that I think about it, I just remembered that at my birthday party, he was like, I totally have to take you out for your birthday. Like, let me take you out sometime this week, he said, like multiple times. And guess what? He never freaking took me out. So 6.2. Sorry about it. You could have done better. You really could have. Okay. Then, oh God. I sure know how to pick them. So we're at this winery, and this guy walks by in I think it's called houndstooth print. You know, like, I'll insert a picture. Like that kind of coat. And I was like, my hometown is like, yeah. So like I was just like, this guy like does not belong here. He's not from here. He is either gay or foreign. So Jesse, my good friend, was like, let's go find out. We went to find out, and he was foreign. He was so freaking cute. He just like stood out. Like we had to go talk to him. He like stood out. He had beautiful blue eyes, curly brown hair, a British accent. I just was like instantly obsessed with him, instantly. So we started hanging out. I'm so in love with him. However, he doesn't live where I'm from. He lives like 2 hours away. He can't drive here because he is British. So he doesn't have an American driver's license. He'd be driving all over the place on like the wrong side and stuff if he did. So he can't drive. So a little bit after we had initially met and hung out, I was driving to Santa Barbara, which happens to pass right through where he lives. And I was like, I'm driving through where you live. And then I was like, maybe when I'm driving home from Santa Barbara, like I can stop and see you and we can hang out. And then he was like, please come and see me, in his little accent. He was like, yes, come down. I would love to see you. And I was like, I would love to see you too. Yeah, I was like super duper excited to see my British boy. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. I was like playing some Ariana Grande on the way down, like just vibing, like ready, like so excited. Like I literally am in love with him because he's British. So I was so excited. And well, he bailed on me. He fucking bailed on me. He said he wasn't feeling too good, which obviously in times like these, like, I ain't trying to see you if you're not feeling good, but also like, is that the perfect cop out? Like, I guess we'll never know. However, honestly, even though he bailed on me, like, he's still British. 10 out of 10, he can still get it. And finally, the last manses to talk about. The reason we are here today, actually, filming this video, I wanted my first video of 2021 to kick off my year of posting a lot. I wanted to film a specific video for my channel. However, in order to film this, I am searching for a Tinder date. That's kind of like the theme of the video, is to do like something with a Tinder date. I've always thought like, okay, ideally for said video, I just want someone that like I don't really know that well, and that way like kind of the entire experience of getting to know them can be on camera. But that's also like a little bit unsafe, so I was always kind of like, oh, like I don't know if I can just like invite a stranger into my home, you know what I mean? But then I matched with this guy from my high school. So I didn't know him in high school, but he was like, you went to my high school, right? And I was like, yeah. And so we like knew of each other in high school. He was like a little older, but I was like, I feel like because you went to my high school, you can't be a murderer. That makes absolutely no sense. But you know, when you like at least know people who know him, like you have mutual connections, like it just felt a little bit better than bringing a random ass stranger into my home. And so he actually like did express interest in said video because it's in my Tinder bio. So he was like, let's film that. That's so funny. And I was like, yes, he's down. And also everybody always messaged me on Tinder because it's like a perfect message to send me, like let's film it, like let's do it, I'm down. They're never actually down. I was like, you're not actually down. They're never actually down. Like it's a lie, they're not down. So I was like, he's not down. And then he was like, I'm so down. And I was like, are you down? And he was like, yes. So I was like, okay, like yeah, for sure. So we started talking for a little bit. Like honestly, we were texting for like a good week or so until we like finally made plans to hang out. And he was like, do you want to do this? Like, do you want to film? And I was like, yes, I'd love to. I made these plans and he was like, let's do it. And I was like, so excited. I told everybody, all my friends, like, I'm so excited to finally freaking film this. And I'm also just excited to hang out with him. Like, I thought he was pretty cool. And, well, honestly, at this point, I kind of feel like you know where this is going. So yeah, you guessed it. He bailed on me, probably like 3 hours before he was supposed to come over. So yes, I did get ready. And it sucks because his excuse was valid and I'm like, it wasn't necessarily that like I was any more upset at him, but it was just the fact that this has happened to me 3 guys in a row, 4 guys in total this year. Like, what the actual, I then was like, it's cool, like it's fine, we can hang out some other time. And then he was like, cool, like thanks for being cool, and I think I'm so cool. Our texting became sparse and then he was like, man, I was like, I'm not gonna reply. We're giving boy number 9 a, it's not his fault, I was just tired. He still gets like a 4 though. Like, come on. Now all of the internet knows my shitty dating experiences throughout last year. And man, oh man, were they crappy. It was not really a good year of love for me, but that's okay because you know what? You know on TikTok when your For You page, like when you have videos that are like, if you're seeing this video, like this is specifically for you. I keep getting those on my For You page and then all of them at the end are like, you're gonna get a boyfriend. So I'm thinking 2021 is the year of love for me, or maybe my For You page just knows I'm single. Either way, we're very optimistic about this year. I'm not gonna give up. So thank you for sharing in my misery of dating last year. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It would mean the absolute world to me. It's literally so cool to me when people watch my videos. Like it means a lot to me because it takes me a long time because I literally hate editing. So thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much. If you are looking to be in next year's version of this video, my DMs are always open, especially if you're tall, have abs, and you're liberal. Like, there you go. If you have an accent, boom. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I love you, and yeah, bye.